What is up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with of course the Tour de France and the YouTube Pro Cycling team, and we're about halfway into the race now, so let's take a look how it's going so far. So TJ Van Garderen currently just 22 seconds off Pogacar in that yellow jersey, and in a very strong position of course in the GC. We have Conrad in 7th as well, just behind Nibali and ahead of Bookman. It's been a pretty eventful race so far with some crosswinds and of course Geraint Thomas going down in the yellow jersey. We also have 3rd and 4th in green. Sanchez is 4th in the polka dot jersey as well, so we do have some options, but to be honest I'm really trying to concentrate on this GC battle. And so let's take a look at the stages coming up in this one. We will start in a moment with a flat stage. We'll see if there are any wins and the potential for some echelons though. Stage 12 after that, and it's pretty flat until the final. Mont Ventoux, of course, a massive day in the GC there. On to the next stage, and 39 kilometers of individual time trialing, and this is a big day for TJ Van Garderen. Could that be the day we see him move into yellow? That would be a massive moment indeed. That is followed by a tough stage, 230 kilometers on stage 14. Plenty of hills you can see. I think we're going up the Mur de Huy to finish, which is the final climb in La Flèche. And then the final one today will be another flat one. Probably one for the sprinters. Again though, we'll have to see what the situation is with the wind. And you guys will remember from the last episode that our squad is in insane form right now. That doesn't change today, as you can see, +5s, +4, pretty much all round. And I do want to go in the break. We'll put Benjamin Thomas up the road. He's on a good day. We'll give him a chance to go for the stage. And so then 5 men up the road in today's break. We do have Sepp van Marken, Bettiol, Thomas, Valgren and Cosnefroid. So to be fair, a pretty strong group of 5 riders. Okay, then we're just coming to this third cat climb. Don't really care about these points at all with Thomas, so we'll just follow someone else in this group, I think. But you can see the peloton 3 minutes 30 behind right now. I'm just going to follow Valgren in this group, see if they follow. There you go, we're just trying to stay with these guys. But yeah, 3 minutes to the peloton. Not looking too good for this break, it must be said. So then, at this stage in the race, I have noticed 30 km/h crosswinds again. 60k to go, maybe another opportunity for us to try something like we did in stage 9. However, looking at the map right here, you can see the wind is kind of going in the direction the stage is heading. So a tailwind that will be. So I think it will be difficult to create some gaps with this direction. So we are approaching this intermediate sprint right now. And I think Thomas can just roll across with this group. We won't really go for them with him, but you can see we're going to try and take some with Milano, who's currently in 4th in this competition. Sanchez is 3rd as well, up in the break. Thomas will take, I think, 3rd or 4th right there. Getting blocked horribly right here with Milano. Let's just try and sprint. See where we end up with both Sanchez and Milano. We're going to pick up some lower points, I think, at this one. Sanchez gets a few as well, which is quite nice, keeping his good position in 3rd. So then 38k to go. It's Quickstep and Lotto on the front. No surprise there. And the gap to the breakaway currently 140. I'm working quite hard with Thomas, but looking like we're going to be caught, I think. Okay, so 23k to go. We now have an attack by Sepp van Marken from this break. Bettiol has done all the work for EF today, and 45 seconds between Thomas and the peloton. Maybe time to think about giving up. So 14k to go. I'm trying to move up with Tobias Foss, EBH and Milano. You can see it again. I think going to close this pretty shortly. 25 between Thomas, Cosnefroid and Valgren. Van Marken though has 40 seconds, 79 flat. This man could be hard to catch, you know. So into the final 8k of the stage, Thomas still up the road, trying to keep this gap to the peloton. I think it's going to be in vain though. We're going to try. We're not going to close that gap though with Foss, of course. 7k to go, and Van Marken has 50 seconds right now. And you know what? I think Sepp van Marken has this stage. We're going to come into the final 5k. Going to up this, bridge this gap to Thomas. He is now done. We can sit up with him. Foss can go up to 99, I think. Making sure we're staying in a good position with our leaders. 3k to go, and Sepp van Marker has about a minute on this group. We're going to try and go early with Foss. It's our only chance of catching him right now. Try and sprint. Van Marker slowing up. Sanchez has fallen and Van Marker is caught, but I think we've gone way too early. Milano isn't going to take the stage. Instead, Michael Matthews will take it. I believe Van Marker coming late. Oh my words. What is that? He got dropped, then came back to second. Sprint with everyone else in the peloton. What an end to the stage right here. So I'll be honest, I don't know what this stage was all about. I don't know what Van Marker was doing. No idea what he was doing. He could have held out. It seemed he had some energy because he tried to come back in the sprint into seconds. Very strange decision, it must be said. We get top 5 and you can see the sprinters did actually gap the GC group. But no time lost for Van Garderen, I don't think. So we're looking pretty good. Sanchez did get back up after falling. No change in the GC today, but I'm pretty sure that won't be the case tomorrow. So then, one of the queen stages of the race for sure. Mont Ventoux today, of course, an epic stage in the history of the Tour de France. You can see why. 21 kilometers, average of over 7.5%. Going to be very, very tricky for our boys TJ and Patrick Conrad. I'm getting way too used to this site. TJ Van Garderen, another +5 day in a big day in this Tour de France. Hoping this man can put in another good performance. And I'm not going to go in the break today. We're just going to keep everyone in the peloton with no KOM points available and try and focus on that final climb. And so looking up the road, we do have a group of 11 and a pretty strong group. We've got King, Cosnefra, Dan Martin in this group, Godon, Mike Woods, Ciccone again. So some very good climbers up the road today. So then 45k to go in this stage and it is Bahrain McLaren on the front. I assume that means Mikel Landa on a very good day and just 2.5 minutes to this break, and I don't think they'll be strong enough to hold off the peloton. So a few of you guys have asked why I'm coming into these climbs towards the back of the groups, and to me, I don't want to spend any energy really on this flatter section. I'm trying to save literally as much as possible for Mont Ventoux. So that's why we're getting pushed back a little bit with TJ and Conrad perhaps, but hopefully it will pay off on the climb. Here we go then, 19k to go in the stage. We have Conrad and Van Garderen towards the front in pretty good position, I think. We'll start on 75, see how that looks, but the pace very high right now by Gaviria on the front. So the pace very high right now, set by some domestiques. I'm going to come up to 78. Don't want to get pushed too far back in this group like we are now, but I really don't want to expend too much energy early on this climb. If we can go like this and stay with these front guys, that would be perfect. Here we are then on this very special climb, 12k to go. Van Garderen and Conrad both in pretty good positions, I would say, but still many riders in this group. You can see it's probably going to be stretched out as guys dropping out the back, and we're not looking too great, I must be honest. I'm going to try and drop this to 70 with both of them. As we lose to Bod, just Foss, Conrad and Van Garderen left from our team right now. So it seems that most of the domestiques are now done. For some of the other teams, at least, they're not really willing to pace. I'm going to sit on 59 with Van Garderen simply because he doesn't really like accelerations. I think he's more of a climber that likes a steady tempo. That's what we're going to try and give him today. Alaphilippe on the attack and now Mikel Landa. I was going to say if it's just Alaphilippe, we can let him go a little bit. Landa, very dangerous though in the GC, of course. 9k to go in this stage and it slows again. Let's drop this to 65 as we're on Barguil. Moving up, but Mikel Landa on the attack again. You can see I'm trying to be very patient on this climb. Going to try and set our own tempo. Mikel Landa looking very aggressive today though. At the head of the race, you can see Ciccone and Hilly on the front. We now have the likes of Pogacar, Bookman and Roglic trying to move up. I'll go 78. We've still got Foss who's riding very well, of course. Then we will move over and Conrad will protect Van Garderen. So 7k to go on this epic climb. You can see Bauke Mollema is now done. GVA still here though. My word, that's not a very good indicator for Van Garderen. Want to at least stay in this group though, with Landa, Alaphilippe, Ports, Pogacar. I don't think anyone has escaped, apart from Bookman and Roglic, who are well up the road. We need to try and stay moving on 75, I think, with Van Garderen. Coming into the final 5k, Froome is done. We're in a group with Shackman, Port is done. Ahead of us, we have Nibali. I think we can use our energy maybe in a kilometre or so. Try not to get blocked by these guys. We've still got comrades, but we're going to have to push this to 75. Right, Nibali up the roads. We have Pogačar, Landa, Alaphilippe well up the roads. Roglic looks very tired at the head of the race. Emmanuel Buchmann attacking, trying to gain some time back in the GC. Van Garderen going to make a late push with 3k to go up to this group with the yellow jersey Pogačar. So we've dropped Kruijswijk, we've dropped Nibali. You can see we are in this group with Thibaut Pinot. I'd love to grab his wheel if that's possible. Let's just try and stay with the Frenchman. And Pinot attacks these guys as we catch the likes of Pogačar, Landa, Alaphilippe and Roglic. I'm going to try and continue with Van Garderen, but you can see we're very tired, very tired. Gonna have to slow up, I think. Maybe I pushed things a bit too much. Landa out the back, very slightly though. Roglic struggling as well. Emmanuel Buchmann though, what a ride by the German today. Let's drop this with Van Garderen. Pinot's going to gain some time on us, I think. Buchmann, who is 2 minutes down, going to gain some massive time. Let's try and push this to 65 as Pogačar, Landa, Roglic and Alaphilippe, they're all swaying right now into the final kilometre. Buchmann, what a ride. Pinot will be seconds. Pogačar with a late sprint. And we finish in 4th place today with Van Garderen. What a ride by the American yet again. And looking at the rest, 3 minutes down, we've got Kruijswijk, Nibali, Port, Martin, Conrad is down here. He'll finish in this group with Shackman, I think, ahead of Froome, Higuita, Barguil, and then we've got the likes of Mollema further back. What a ride today by the German Emmanuel Buchmann, winning by over a minute on Mont Ventoux. What a ride. He was the guy who fell with Geraint Thomas, if you remember, which is why he's 2 minutes down. But he's going to be right back in the GC battle. Pinot and Pogačar, 2nd and 3rd. And then Van Garderen. What a ride by TJ. 1 minute 22 down, but gaining time on Roglic, Landa, and plenty of others. And so then, the new GC, we dropped to 42 seconds behind Pogačar and 30 behind Pinot. Buchmann up to 4th with Landa dropping to 5th. Roglic in 6th, and behind him opening up a gap to Nibali in 7th, ahead of the TT tomorrow. And Conrad isn't quite done in the GC just yet. 5 minutes down with Patrick Conrad. He's still an option for sure, but looking more difficult for him. Okay then, this is a very big stage, guys. 40 kilometers of individual time trialing, and TJ Van Garderen starts the day just over 40 seconds down on Pogačar and Pinot as well. So we do have a slim chance of potentially going into yellow after this stage. If we take a look at Pogačar, he has 76 time trial, so he is developing his TT. Gonna be difficult to gain 40 seconds or even beat him in this stage. We're gonna give it our best shot though. So Sebastian Milano, the first man underway for us today. But obviously we're just gonna focus on our TT specialists and of course Conrad and Van Garderen. So we do have some decent time trialists in the team, and Benjamin Thomas, a +3 day up to 78 TT. Let's see what the former French national time trial champion can do in this stage. EBH about to get underway as well, and likewise another very good day for the Norwegian. Let's see what these boys can do. Despite those mediocre first time checks, we saved quite a bit of energy for this climb coming up for EBH, and the one that Thomas is on right now. I will put EBH up to 80 in a moment. Let's see if we've improved into the second time splits. Okay, so Benjamin Thomas has just raced up that climb, and you can see he is now first at that second time split. We'll see if EBH can do the same. Thomas very tired, but most of the TT is downhill from now. So next up, Eddie the Boss. Can he match Thomas, his French teammates? And not quite. He's in 3rd, in with a chance though. So we crack with about 1k to go. I did push it a bit too much on that climb with Benjamin Thomas. Anyhow, a few meters left for the Frenchman. Can we take the provisional best time? And we're down 2 seconds, 47 seconds down on Wertschmidt. Eddie the Boss looking a bit better though. I'll put him up to 73. Let's see where he is across the line. A few meters left now for Boasson Hagen. Will stick him up to 99 into the finish. second place for the Norwegian, second and third right now for the team. Okay, Sanchez and Debod are underway. They're not good TTers, so we won't focus on them. But the Norwegian champion, Tobias Foss, is underway. And I did forget to mention it, but Tobias Foss actually not feeling well. You probably noticed in the previous stage. And I did get a message, Tobias Foss, suggesting it may be best if he abandons this race. So I think today is just about trying to nurse him through this TT. We won't try and push it with him, even though he's not feeling too bad in this one. So I said Debod isn't as good as Bersenhagen and Thomas. He's only gone and got the best time so far. Obviously, that is the way. Ganna with the best time overall, though. Let's see where Tobias Foss goes across the line, and he goes 7th. Very, very nice time. So Stephen Kreuzvik, the 9th place man, gets underway, and that means our boy Patrick Conrad is next. A +4 day for the Austrian, and he starts within 5 minutes of Pogacar. Hopefully, a very good time today. TJ Van Garderen on course, and another +5 day for the American. Oh my, this man is in the form of his life right now. You can see up to 82 TT, 85 prologue. Let's get it. Up the road though, Patrick Conrad coming into this first time check. Shackman on a very good TT it seems. Conrad down in 42nd right now. Hopefully we can gain some of this back though. No surprise then that Roglic has by far the best time at that first blitz. Anyhow, let's see where TJ is. Not expecting a very good time here because we've tried to conserve some energy, but we are 15th, much better than Conrad's at that first time check. Pinot and Pogacar are the final men on the roads. So Pogacar, let's see where the Slovenian goes. Second place for Pogacar. This man is a very good time trialist, clearly. Anyhow, we're trying to gain the most time on this climb right here. So Van Garderen on this long flat section, but Patrick Conrad now into this climb, just 2.5k. It's not particularly long, so we do need to try and hammer this section. I'm going to start on 80, maybe drop it to 78 on this slightly flatter section in the middle, then up to 80 for the final kilometre. Here comes Patrick Conrad then across the line at the top of this climb. We'll go down to 75 right now. And we are 12th at that split. Van Garderen coming into this climb as well. I was a bit late there to go up to 80. Let's even go 82 to start. Try and gain a bit back with Van Garderen on our rivals. So I'm trying to really push this with TJ up this climb. I think we've done a decent job. And we're in second place in the TT right now. Only Roglic ahead of us. That's fine. We've got plenty of yellow, I do believe. Because, of course, some downhill coming up. Conrad just coming up to the line as well. So Conrad now into the final kilometre of his TT, pretty much using his yellow right to the line. Where does he go? 16th place. It's not the best TT by Conrad today. Anyhow, Van Garderen is the main man. We'll put him down to 72. Maybe burnt a bit too much at this point. You can see Pinot was 8th at that split, and Pogacar was 2nd place. This guy is unreal. Right, so into the final 2.5k for Van Garderen. You can see a slither of yellow left. We'll go up to 75. See if we can do that to the line. Landa is going to be nowhere. He is 28th. Bookman goes 8th. Roglic with the best time right now. Van Garderen up to 99 across the line. Let's see where the American goes. 2nd place in the TT, just behind Roglic. And we only have Pinot and, of course, Pogacar left. Let's see where these boys go across the line. Can we maybe overtake Pinot? We need 30 seconds on Thibaut to overtake him in the GC. And I don't think we've just done it. I think we've just overtaken Thibaut Pinot. He goes 8th on the day, but Tadej Pogacar, 2nd place. Oh my. What a stage in the Tour de France. The two Slovenians absolutely dominating though, Roglic and Pogacar, of course. TJ the best of the rest in 3rd place, but Pogacar looking so tough to beat right now. And I must say, I'm a little disappointed with Conrad's performance today, dropping 2 minutes on Roglic, of course. So let's take a look at the new GC. Pogacar, 54 seconds clear. We've just jumped Pinot, like I mentioned. Roglic up to 4th, just 2 minutes down right now. And Bookman just over 2 minutes as well. And this man appears to be the best climber at this race. Landa loses a bunch of time, of course, down to 6th, Nibali in 7th, Conrad down to 9th, but you can see some way ahead of 10th place. So you can see right here the message I mentioned regarding Foss. not feeling too good. Hopefully we can nurse him through the final stages in this episode at least. And as you can see, Sanchez hits his fitness peak, and that means we have a full house, every rider at our team at this race now on their fitness peak. Right then, we follow up the TT with a very, very tough stage in this Tour de France. It's basically the Ardennes Classics today because we're visiting Le Mur de Huy as well as a bunch of other very difficult climbs. We need to stay very aware with Big TJ and comrades. We've only gone and done it again, guys. Van Garderen and comrades, both on +5s, yet again on a massive stage in the GC. You can see I have a few guys to the front because I want a bunch of guys in today's break. Right then, you guys can see the current situation. We have 4 riders in the peloton: Voss, Conrad, Van Garderen and Tobias Voss. Up the road, plenty of attacks. We have Sanchez, EBH, De Bod and Benjamin Thomas up the road currently. So let's take a brief look at the riders in this group right here. We've got Lutsenko, 12th place in the GC up the roads. Also Gegenhardt, Kone, Campanets, Ollie Narson is here. We've got Ben King, Kosnefra, Tiespen Newt, a dangerous rider again, 16th currently in the GC. So we've got 4 out of 16 riders up the roads. We can really try and control this tempo. So it's a long stage today, and you can see only 4 minutes to the peloton. They're pacing quite hard. It has been a very quick stage so far. I've been pacing 78 with others in this group pacing pretty hard as well. Unable to really open up a gap though. Okay, approaching this intermediate sprint, the gap is currently 3.5 minutes again. It's been such a fast day. It's pretty much been quick step on the front all day as they have no one in this break. So what I'm going to do now is try and take these points with Luis Leon Sanchez. He's 6th in that green jersey. More points from the breakaways. Hopefully we'll see where we move up to in this break. Nicely done right there. These guys can relay again. Sanchez can go back to protecting EBH, and we're now up to 3rd place. So Quick Step still trying to work back in the peloton. You can see they're going for this KOM sprint. I'm not going to try and take any of these points right now. Let's just try and sit in this group. Really try and stay in this group, but not really sprint for those points. Concentrate on conserving energy rather than going for the KOM. So again, these guys really using a lot of energy on these climbs, I imagine. Hopefully we can just stay here on 88 with Bosenhagen. Shouldn't be an issue. Thomas and Dubov really struggling right now, you can probably tell. Probably going to have to drop them back to the peloton any moment. So 62k to go. I think Dubov can try and grab some water, and then we'll try and drop him back to the peloton. Milano and Voss doing a very good job though of protecting our leaders. And you can see the pace somewhat slowing. Quick Step trying really hard. They're going through so many domestiques though, trying to bring this group in. So there goes Stefan de Bob. We will now drop him back to the peloton. And Bahrain McLaren working very hard for some reason. Maybe for Garcia Cortina, I really don't know. Okay then, big moment, 30k to go. Lutsenko trying a move from this breakaway, although he seems to have changed his mind pretty quickly. Down to 12 riders in this group. We've got 3 of them. You can see we've lost Campanets, Banking and Hannanen. Okay, 22k to go. You can see yet to reach these final 3 climbs. We do now have some attacks in this breakaway. The likes of Gegenhardt, Chacone, Serge Pauls trying to go up the roads. Pretty sure that's going to be a pointless move. I think we can try and bring them in right here. So 15k to go in this very exciting stage of this Tour de France. Benjamin Thomas using pretty much all his energy, trying to bring in this group of 4 who I think will come into these climbs just ahead of this chasing group. Maybe I'm wrong right there though. Right, let's set a pace on the front of 80 with Thomas. I think we can afford to lose him as we approach these final important climbs. So then here we go, 12k to go. Let's come in on 80 with EBH just because I want to try and stay to the front. Thomas is now done. He can drop to the peloton. That is fine. We still have Sanchez for the moment. Again, I'm not going to go for any KOM points right here. I think these guys might try and go for them, but I'm just going to try and conserve my energy for the potential stage win. So here we go, attacks over the top. We do need to make sure we stay with these guys because they might continue these attacks over the top. The likes of Lutsenko are going to be so hard to beat on this stage. Dan Martin as well, really suits him. Chacone too, to be fair. Back in the peloton, it's a really tough tempo. I'll put these guys to 87 because I think it's worth focusing on the breakaway. And you can see this climb is crazy and that Senko is completely gone right now. I'm up to 90 with EBH. I think we're going to lose Sanchez in a moment. Lutsenko looking very, very good. Let's come up to 95. I'll even attack with Bosenhagen just to try and stay with Ciccone and Dan Martin on these climbs. Lutsenko is gone. Martin next, Ciccone following, and then EBH trying to attack up to Giulio Ciccone. And back in the peloton, it's all kicking off because Mollema, Schachmann, Alaphilippe and Woods all going for an attack. I'm putting these guys straight up to 95 just so we can try and stay right at the front here. I'm just going to try and sit in, I think, EBH just in a group right now with Ciccone and Dan Martin. I will work with them because Lutsenko up the roads and just 3k to go in the stage. And we have 3 guys just behind us, Benoot Narsen and Gegenhardt. We're going to try and pace on 85. Lutsenko, I think, may just about have this back in the peloton. I'm trying to monitor all situations, but it's proving to be very, very difficult. We'll go up to 92. I think Lutsenko might have this in the bag, sadly. Bosenhagen can go up to 95, but Lutsenko looking very strong on the Murderhoy right here. We'll go up to 99. Try and sprint right now with Bosenhagen, but Alexei Lutsenko, what a win. Bosenhagen will try and get second place. Let's try and move up in the GC group. Try and not lose any time today as we have Mollema, Alaphilippe, Schachmann and Woods who are well up the roads. You can see Bosenhagen in the end only 4th. Man, this is so hard to monitor all these situations. We're just going to go 99. Try and hope for the best right here. Let's just sprint for the line. Come on, guys. Make sure we don't lose any time. Pogacar's right here. Same with Pinot. So hopefully we should be all in the same group right here. What a stage that was in this Tour de France, guys. Alexei Lutsenko. It had his name written all over it, to be fair. Really suited him, and he delivered in the end. 33 seconds clear of the rest of the breakaway. And honestly, that was so hard to manage. Alaphilippe attacked, same with Schachmann, Mollema and Mike Woods. I think the Plus did as well. But we didn't lose any time with TJ and Comrades on the likes of Bookman, Pogacar and Roglic. So again, the GC, we stay in second. We actually go down to 10th with Comrades, just behind Lutsenko now. Right then, we end off today's episode with a flat one. You can see 182 kilometers into Metz and potentially a chance for Milano again today. So another stage of this crazy Tour de France gets underway, and I don't think I'm going to go in the break. Just going to try and focus on Milano and make sure this comes in for a sprint. So current situation, we have Israel and Movistar working very hard alongside AG2R. We have 3 riders up the roads. Looks like some other teams want some riders up there though. Okay then, it looks like we now have a fully formed break up the roads. You can see the 5 riders here. Narsen, probably the most dangerous in my opinion. I think Durbridge trying to get on. Looks like he'll be unable to do that. We're going to make sure we relay with Sanchez. Don't want these guys having a chance at the stage. So one other thing I have noticed is that we're up to 20 km/h winds, and you can see the wind direction right here. It's going to be crosswinds in the finish of the race, the final kind of 20k, so could cause some chaos right there. So we're now approaching this intermediate sprint. Let's go up to 99 with Sanchez. Only a few riders up the road, so there are some big points available. Sanchez is going to try and go early for these points, see if he can collect any in this competition as well. Struggling though, it seems. Can Milano beat these guys to the line? Very, very close in the end. Sanchez will pick up a few as well. And you can see Sanchez now in 3rd, closing in on Jakobsen as well. So you can see we're pacing 95 on the front with the likes of De Bod, Sanchez and Foss. These guys dropping back though, and everyone getting pushed to the side. I just don't think the winds are quite strong enough to really create some good echelons. And so I think I'm just going to abandon that strategy. Let's just make sure we stay to the front and in a good position with Sebastian Milano. Foss will lead the train out. We've got Thomas, Bosenhagen and Milano in this group, of course. Make sure TJ and Conrad stay to the front as well. So 12k to go in this stage. I've just followed Thibaut Pinot with Van Garderen. So himself and Patrick Conrad should stay in a very good position. 10k to go, we're coming downhill. You can see the remnants of the breakaway just 8 seconds up the roads. They don't have a chance today. This is coming in for a mass sprint. So 7.5k to go right now. Lotto Sudal pacing very hard on the front. Tobias Foss is now done. I think we can use Burson Hagen's energy gel. Wait a bit before Milano though. And you can see we come right to the front of the peloton. This is perfect right now. I think we can just use Milano's energy gel with about 5k to go. Van Garderen getting pushed back a little bit. I'll pace 85 with him. But you can see, let's focus on this sprint. Up to 90 with Thomas. It's pretty much flat to the line after this very short false flat. Up to 93, 95 with Thomas. Is this the day for Sebastian Milano? Right, let's go 99 with Thomas into this little downhill. Maybe I've gone slightly early here, but we're going to try and lead Milano out very early. You can see into the final kilometre. We'll go with Sebastian Milano. Try and get the jump on the rest of the guys in a good position, but we went too early again. Went too early. Demar takes the win today ahead of Jakobsen. Milano 4th. Oh, I bossled it. I bossled it big time. I really tried to push it and go a bit early, but not to be today. Arnaud Demar takes his first win at this Tour de France then. Disappointing, I'll be honest, with Milano. 4th, very good compared to some of these sprinters, but I just went way too early. I should have held it a few 100 metres more. And so the wait for a win in a sprint at this Tour still goes on. We've had a top 2, we've had a few top 5s with Milano, but just not quite good enough, it seems, at the very top level. Anyhow, looking at the GC that we end this episode with, what a race it has been so far for the team. Van Garderen up from 3rd to 2nd in today's episodes. We did a very good job on Mont Ventoux, and then of course a decent TT as well. So Tadej Pogačar still in yellow with just 6 stages to go in this Tour de France. It looks close though. The likes of Van Garderen, Pinot, Roglic, Bookman looks very, very strong of course on Mont Ventoux. Landa looks decent as well, but could be difficult for him with a TT still coming up. And Patrick Conrad down to 10th, 6.5 minutes down now. It's going to be difficult for him to really challenge in the GC, but I think if we can get him in some kind of breakaway or attack up to some teammates in a breakaway, we can maybe pull him back in. In the green jersey, we're 3rd and 5th with Sanchez and Milano respectively. We're down to 6th in the KOM jersey. We've really kind of bin this off in focusing on stage wins and the GC. And so then let's take a look at the final 6 stages we will cover in tomorrow's Tour de France finale. We start with this punchy finish. Can't really see any gaps in the GC being formed. Maybe one for Conrad right there though. Stage 17, another chance for Milano. Could this be the day the Colombian finally gets his win? Stage 18, and oh my, this is a massive day in the GC. Potentially a chance to try and attack Pogačar, but 5,500 meters of climbing. What a stage. And stage 19, you can see again a massive day in the GC. This time though with a big downhill finish. And stage 20, we finish on the Col de Granion, a crazy final climb, 12k, 8.5% on average. Very, very tough day again in the GC, maybe one of the Queen stages. However, the GC battle doesn't end there. If we're in a decent position, we certainly have a chance coming into the final stage, because this year, Champs-Élysées is an individual time trial. So I'll be honest here, I think this is the episode I'm most disappointed with so far. We got a stage win in the first one with Conrad, and obviously we're in the yellow jersey as well. We pushed Van Garderen up to 3rd in the second episodes. In this one, we're up to 2nd, but I feel I could have done better on some stages. But anyhow, we're still looking very good with TJ. Do we believe? Can this man win this Tour de France? Anyhow guys, drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it today. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and let me know what you thought down in the comments below. I will catch you in the next one.